Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about who were the winners and who were the losers of the international break from an Arsenal perspective. Strictly from an Arsenal squad, Arsenal players perspective. Which of our gunners, which of our players were winners this international break and losers this international break, right? Guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I've undergone a cheeky little rebrand. It's no longer Tosin's Takes anymore. That's done. I'm going by AFC Tosin. You can see the social handle's been changed. You can see the YouTube name's been changed. You can see the nice little banner now. Just to let you know, so you're not kind of like thinking it's a different page. You know, it's the same guy, just different name, different banner. Thank you so much for the likes, the support, the subscribers. Please help me. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subs by the end of the year. And your help is very, very massive towards that. So let's get into this. Winners and losers of the international break. There's obviously more players, a caveat. There's obviously probably there's more internationals, right? But I'm just gonna highlight a couple, right? So, winners. Where do we start? Well, I mean, can we really look beyond Mikel Merino bagging a hat-trick against Turkey away from home? And some of them are really good finishes as well. I mean, the finish with his right foot, that was a nice, tidy finish. And obviously his first goal was similar to the goal he scored against Real Madrid when we beat him 3-0 at the Emirates last season. So, yeah, we know about Mikel Merino. And if anything, the comments that the coach, De La Fuente, is his name De La Fuente? The comments that the Spain coach made about Mikel Merino, he said that he has world-class ability in some spaces. And it's interesting because it's like, okay, cool. Marino's obviously not a bad player, but I'm just thinking, man, I don't think Arsenal found the best use of him because you wonder, is he a striker? Is he a midfielder? I personally think he can do the midfield role. I think if you look at some of some of his passing is quite tidy. You know, you think about one thing I like about Marino is that I'm not saying he's an amazing player, by the way, because let's be honest, when he turns out in midfield for us, more often than not, they're not really great performances. Maybe it's the role Mikel is asking him to play because if I look at like ball playing ability, like the guy's not a rubbish player. Like one thing I like about Marino when he does play well for Arsenal, when he's in more advanced spaces, his weight of pass is really good, but his timing of pass is really good. He's very, very good at being able to hold the ball up very, very small in small moments to give people enough of a chance to make a run. And then he releases in the right moment. So I'm just thinking, man, I'm thinking we need to utilize, beyond playing him striker, obviously, because we know Gyökeres is going to get that role. But we need to utilize how best that we can harness his good qualities. But of course, that's a winner. You get any time a midfielder gets a hat-trick, and he wasn't even playing up front. I mean, I believe Oyarzabal was playing up front. He plays up front for Spain. So, boy, he's a winner. I think another one, come on, Noni Madueke. He's a winner of this international break. I mean, yes, it's Andorra. And yes, Serbia away is not an easy game. Belgrade is not an easy game. Serbia aren't ranked super high. Serbia are probably nowhere near as strong as they used to be, right? But when they had the likes of my man that played for City, Kolarov and them, man. That being said, Serbia away, Noni's performance, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Even the game against Andorra, wow. Like the constant threat, direct runner, always attacking space, always looking to attack his man. You know, he's a guy that likes to go inside and outside. You know, I like that. I like it, like good old-fashioned wing play. Let me just go at this guy, go turn him inside out, twist him up. I think Noni comes out this with real credit, man. And it's funny, I think it's rightly so, he's getting these flowers from a lot of pundits. If you look at the papers, if you look at the pundits, if you look at the post-match analysis of Serbia, Madueke's name is featuring. If you look at post-match analysis of Andorra, his name is featuring, you know. And he's a guy that Tuchel has used a fair bit. So you can obviously see that Tuchel trusts him. He trusts him in this England team, right? And the thing I like about Noni is that it's great because I'd love to say, oh yeah, this has been a surprise, but it's not because, like, obviously we still had issues with the fee that was paid for him. He still looks a bit raw, but I think if you watch his performance when he went to the right against Leeds, you watch his performance against Liverpool, like the obvious qualities are there. It's just does he have the same efficiency and I don't know, how can I put it? Just the je ne sais quoi. Does he have that quality in the final third to replicate what he does outside of it? Because Noni outside of the final third, oh my goodness. Direct running, pace, speed, threat. He's a defender's nightmare, but it's what you do when you get in the box. Which is why I think it's so dumb. I must have seen a newspaper article talking about how Noni's better than Saka. No, he's not. He's not. As good as Noni is played, nah. He's a fair bit behind Bukayo. Levels behind Bukayo. Because Bukayo can do everything Noni can do. You'd probably arguably say Noni's a bit faster and a bit more explosive, but Bukayo's explosive. He can take his man inside and outside if he wants to, but the thing that makes Bukayo amazing for me is just his efficiency in the box. If you give him the ball, even if you double up on him, triple up on him, Saka can make stuff happen and will get a sick crossing or will create a chance all by himself. My man's been playing against low blocks, playing against tight presses, being the danger man that's marked for how many seasons now, and he's still producing. So yeah, as good as Noni is, he's not. Sorry, I don't know. Yeah, the guy's name was Paul Parker. Very, very weird comment. Used to play for Chelsea and United. Don't really know him. That's probably why you don't know him. That's why he's making weird comments like that. Anywho, Noni was a winner. Of course, Deckers was a winner as well. Declan Rice, And the thing is, Rice is one of the most... It's interesting. No one's talking about his price tag. No one. No one has spoken of his price tag. And why is that a big deal? Because even though the likes of Caicedo are proving, that you can see why, worth the money. Enzo, no one's really talking about his price tag anymore, but people were. People were. Caicedo, people were. For at least for a good bulk of the season, people were. Right? Which is understandable. He needed time to adapt to the team. Chelsea was a mess, different managers, but no one, from the jump that Arsenal signed Rice, no one has spoken about his price tag. Came in, first season, phenomenal. Second season, form kind of dipped a bit, wasn't really playing the best, but then man, switched it on when he went into the left side of the monster performances against Madrid. Like, bruh. Deckers, the guy is, dare we say, he's England's new David Beckham with his set piece prowess. What's that? A couple assists against Serbia, goal against Andorra, making them late runs. We've seen him score that type of goal against Brentford. We've seen Deckers score that type of goal with the header. Brentford at home, 2 seasons ago? I'm telling you, my man, I don't even want to speak, like the guy is just... He plays at such a level, and it's so weird. People try and talk about him like he's not a technical baller. Deckers is a technical baller. Look at the way he strikes a ball. Look at the way he can ping a pass. Like, look at his running, his driving ability. It's just dumb. He's a winner. Martin Odegaard, our captain, he told Tony Adams, "I don't care." Fair plays. He's like, "I don't care. I don't care about your comments, Tony." Fair enough. It's each to their own, innit? And he's right to say that. You shouldn't care. If you let that stuff get to you, then you're not going to play well. And obviously, he showed that against Moldova. He got a couple assists and he got a goal. Fair, it is Moldova. It is Moldova, to be fair. And supposedly, he played well in the game they won before that when they won 1-0. So, yeah, can't really ask for much than that. You showed up against weak opposition. You did your thing. Fair play. But then check out this one, Hincapié. Hincapié was a winner. He was a winner. Played centre-back against Paraguay. Clean sheet. Then he played left-back against Argentina. I don't think Messi was playing on the right. He wasn't. It was Simeone, and he was up against Simeone playing right wing and Montiel playing right back. But bruh, at left-back, look at the stats. Ecuador versus Argentina, they beat them 1-0. Ecuador finished second. They finished second behind Argentina. That's a big deal. They won 1-0 at home. He had the most, against Argentina, he had the most interceptions, most recoveries. No one dribbled past him. It probably would have been a different story if he was going one-on-one v Messi. But, bro, Hincapié, we found another one. We found another guy who's like, bro, I'm not coming here to ride the bench, who can play centre back and left back. So Lewis Skelly, man, he's gonna have a fight this season, which is good. It's good for a young guy like him, right? Competition. And another thing about Hincapié is, if you watch the highlights, my man was arguing with McAllister, right? We love to see it. We love to see him. We love to see our players riling up Liverpool players. We love to see that. They're our main rivals this season. We love to see that. I know Gyökeres, honorable mention, Gyökeres, he got an assist. I can't even remember who Sweden played, but I know he got an assist. In terms of losers, and of course, Lewis Skelly as well. These are players that aren't winners, nor are they losers. Gyökeres, Lewis Skelly played the full 90 against Andorra. He didn't play bad. Looked tidy on the ball. He's played a lot of games for Tuchel. He wasn't in the squad for Serbia. Probably for the best. Obviously, Tuchel was saying he's not played a lot of minutes, so it's just like player management, physical, tactical. Let's see. But it's good. He's a teenager, man. He had a breakout year last season. Calafiori is doing the business. So, yeah, I think we're getting to a point now where, look, Lewis Skelly, this stuff like this will help him be humble. To stay humble. Like different players for different game stages, different needs. You know, maybe we could even see him play some games in midfield. Who knows? In terms of losers, probably only one player. It's kind of harsh, especially because I don't think he played bad, but simply because he got outshone by someone else that took his spot. I think probably loser is probably Eberechi Eze, you know. And Eze is my guy. You guys know I love Eze. I got 2 videos on the guy. Right, he's a baller. He's going to do well. This has no bearing on what he's going to do for Arsenal. I'm just going by what I've seen, right? And the thing is, Eze against Andorra, he played well. He got in good spaces. He definitely should have scored at least 2 to 3 goals, but he looked tidy. He looked like what I liked from Eze in the Andorra match. Fair enough, it is Andorra, but still, it's because you've got a player that I don't really see doing. We don't really have players doing much of this at Arsenal. Players like even from time to time Ødegaard, where you get the ball, you move it, you play it, and then you're moving. Like you're moving around. Like it's about moving players around, moving teams around. And he got him. The thing is, he got in really, really great spaces, and that's what you want to see. Killer. It's just that final shot, that final action. He definitely should have scored at least 2 to 3 goals. Made the keeper work harder, but it is what it is. We're all gonna have those games, and the only reason why I'm putting him loser is because his game. He actually played well against Andorra. He just didn't take his chance, right? He just didn't take his chances. The only reason I'm putting loser here is because you then have Morgan Rogers, who plays in the exact same position, be put in for the Serbia game and have the type of performance he had, like off the ball, direct, running, the link up play with Anderson and Noni, bruh, Morgan Rogers. The only reason I put Eze here is because I felt like both of those players had a chance to make an impression on Tommy Tuchel, and yeah, Morgan Rogers just made more of an impression. Yeah, that's the only reason. It's not like Eze was rubbish or is rubbish or played bad. He didn't play bad. He didn't play great, but he didn't play bad. He actually played well in some. If you actually look at it from different metrics, he didn't play that bad. But it's just purely because Morgan Rogers came and looked a lot, and he looked better. England looked a lot better in their fluency, knitting play. So that's all I'd say. There's probably more players I've missed. If there's any more that you think were losers of the international break who played, let me know. Anyways, guys, take care. See ya.